truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Greetings. Today I want to share with you how to use the Bible for prosperity by interpreting the Bible psychologically. Therefore, I'm going to take you into a scripture and teach you the law of assumption, so you would know that all these videos that you see on YouTube, where they're teaching you the law of assumption, that it is in the Bible, and how you need to use the Bible to help you in every aspect of your life by having the right interpretation of the Bible. Now, I'm going to read for you from my Bible, which is the 66 books of magic, the Overcomer's Bible. And I'm going to share with you the story of the parable of the Christ and the centurion. And for many years, preachers have been speaking of this scripture, and all they've been doing is pointing to someone who is physically sick. But many people are psychologically sick. Many people are financially sick, and they need financial healing. And true wellness is you actually healing the whole man. And so we're going to look into the Bible, and I'm just going to read these few scriptures for you and show you how many people would have read this scripture and would have missed the law of assumption. And so you would have a better understanding of how to operate the law of assumption using the Bible, knowing that the Bible is a book of mind science. Okay, so from my Bible, which is the 66 books of magic, the Overcomer's Bible, I'm going to read from Matthew chapter 8, which is page 606 in my Bible. I'm going to read from verses 5 to 10, and then I'm just going to elaborate for a short moment to make sure you have the right understanding of how to use the Bible to prosper in every area of your life without belonging to any religion or being religious or superstitious. Now, as you know, my Bible doesn't have any Jesus in it. Jesus has been omitted, and there's a blank space for you to write your name, which is I am. And I am is the name of God from generation to generation. And you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. Okay, so I'm reading from verses 5. And when I am was entered into Capernaum, which is a state of mind, a dwelling place is speaking about here, there came unto him a centurion beseeching him and saying, Lord, my servant lieth home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And your servant is speaking of your thoughts, because you can tell your thoughts to go here and go there, and they would obey you. Okay, so you have to understand your authority. And I am said unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only. I want you to take good note of this. Speak the word only. I want you to focus on that. Speak the word only. Remember that. And my servant shall be healed. And remember, I said before that your servant is dealing with your thoughts. And in the tongue lies life and death. Okay? He said, for I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I said to this man, go, and he goeth, and to another, cometh, and he cometh, and to my servant, do this, and he doeth it. Now, your body is a servant to your mind, and your mind can instruct your body to do anything. So you have to understand that the centurion is basically a symbol of your outer man, okay, the body. the flesh man, that must seek the inner man, okay, the higher self, your Christ self. When I am heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith. I wanted to take note of that word faith also, because I'll be elaborating on faith and speaking the word only to show you the lack of assumption. So he says here, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And Israel actually means to rule as God. And faith is an understanding, and it is you understanding how to marry thoughts and emotion, bringing thoughts and emotion together. Okay, that's the great marriage, which is the great mystery that you can use to create your reality consciously when you really understand it. So, it is very simple when it comes to the law of assumption. Now, when you read this parable, you will realize that there was a desperation, or there was a obsession, because you're longing to have something done. So it will put you in a certain emotion, a strong emotion, okay? And you have a certain thought of what you really want, and you're seeking your higher self. And because you believe so much in your higher self, you know that if you only speak the word, trusting your higher self, believing in your higher self, that it would be done. So this healing is a healing of the mind. And you have to heal your mind to prosper financially, to prosper socially, to prosper emotionally. In any way of your life, it takes the fixing of your mind, or the renewing of your mind, to live the life that you really want to live. So if I should make this a bit more practical, let's say it is a certain house you want, a certain vehicle that you want. It is very good that you look at it many different times. You look at it. Okay, so you can have a picture or something and look at it until you develop that strong burning desire that is like a little obsession. Okay? And do not be afraid to speak the word. Do not think about how or when it would be done. And you do not have to speak audibly. Okay? If you do not want to speak audibly, you can speak within yourself. Because Psalms chapter 4 verses 4 say that you must commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. And Matthew 6:6 says that you must go into your chamber. Okay, the secret place, that place within, and go into meditation or visualization. But I'm saying to you, you do not have to do none of that. You just have to have that feeling, and you can speak the word, and it will come to pass in your life. So the law of assumption is definitely real, and it's in the Bible, and I'm going to continue to show you all the different places that you can find the law of assumption in the Bible, and you know how to use the Bible for prosperity, for good health, and most of all to help to uplift humanity. Okay, because many people believe that the Bible is literal and that they believe the Bible is secular history. They keep looking outwardly, and so they look at the effect and miss the cause. So I'm saying to you, you are the cause of everything in your life. So you can appropriate your life how you want it to be. Just speak the word, and your faith will bring it to pass. That's the law of assumption in a nutshell. So, my brothers and my sisters, a lot of things that you see being taught on the internet by many teachers who are teaching law of attraction and law of assumption and so on. Many are teaching you from a different angle, but I'm teaching you from a biblical angle. And anyone who have any form of spirituality would know that you can be kept in economic slavery by your belief system. So you have to change your belief system to escape economic slavery. That is why I'm taking it biblically to teach you how to break economic slavery. Because if I want to keep you in economic slavery, I could interpret the Bible to you to keep you in poverty. But I'm now interpreting the Bible to teach you how to enter into prosperity, good health, wisdom. All of that is your birthright. So as I come to a close here, I want to say to you, above all things, my wish is that you prosper and be in good health as your soul prospers. So my brothers, my sisters, it is something that has been done effortlessly. You do not have to put a whole set of effort into the law of assumption. Just assume the thing that you want and do not get too caught up on how or when it's going to be done. Okay, and do not get too attached to these things, looking to them for happiness or for identity. You're going to do it because you want to use it to better your life. You're using the law. As a matter of fact, all of us have been using the law. Some have been using the law unconsciously, but I'm teaching you how to use the law consciously. And you will come also to realize that you have to be responsible for your thoughts and your actions, because it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality and creating your personality. Therefore, you have no devil to blame outside of yourself, because that will keep you in mental slavery, mediocrity, and poverty. So, with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if you haven't gotten a copy of the 66 Books of Magic, the Overcomer's Bible, I definitely encourage you to get a copy. And also, if you haven't started following me as yet on YouTube, I definitely encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video if this truth is resonating with you. Also, if you like to follow me on TikTok or you like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you would also like to be a part of my Patreon community, you're very much welcome. Also, I want to introduce you to a course that I have there that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And the Bible tells you in Psalms 84:11 that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And Malachi 4:2 also tells you that the Son of Righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. And I'm saying to you that true righteousness is something that you discover, and you must discover it within you. And you will also realize that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there's no life and there's no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. So if you want to break financial curses off of your life and use the Bible as a book of prosperity, you have to realize that there's no S-O-N who can be the light of the world, because there cannot be any S-O-N unless there first be the S-U-N. So the sun is the giver of our life, and it is the light of the world. So get in alignment with the sun, and you would replicate all of the attributes of the sun in terms of whatever the sun shines upon, it bring forth in abundance. And whatever you put your hand to, it will bring forth in abundance. That is why you'll be able to assume your life how you want it to be. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to say peace, love you all. Out.